I'm gonna show you the first two evergaol goals, gales, whatever, in the area. So we're gonna start with the forlorn hound. So I will show you guys a way for you to get help with the forlorn hound evergaol, and this will let you meet Blythe initially. So what we're gonna do, this will be a little bit longer than the other episodes, simply because there are two people that you need to talk to. You don't have to talk to Blythe to do this, but he'll help you in this evergaol fight if you do his thing. So what you're gonna want to do, teleport to the closest you can over here. I haven't gotten the Third Church of America yet, so we're gonna go ahead and teleport here for me to the Waypoint Rune Cellar, and we're gonna head here and then here. But we can also get this while we're here. So let's go ahead and teleport to the Waypoint Rune Cellar. Alright, so from this location, or, you know, whatever location you have closer at this time, like I said, I just started my third playthrough, so, you know, unfortunately it doesn't keep your graces, or it doesn't really just gray them out after you beat it. You have to actually go find them all again. Go ahead and take Thorn, you know, because trying to trek all this on the ground would be a pain. So what we're gonna do is get summoned to another world, apparently, as a hunter, because, you know, was my choice. So I apologize for that. We're gonna have to deal with the occasional being summoned as a hunter. I'm still gonna help people when I can. I'm the fun police when I'm a hunter, so that's what somebody liked to say. Ain't nothing fun about the game, except everything. Takes care of that. Now we return to my world. I wasn't expecting that. So back where we were. Let's continue this. What we're gonna do, head through here and get to the Third Church of America. But while we're on our way here, we'll go ahead and pick up the quest line for Fort High, or on our way, we'll go ahead and pick up the quest line for the fort. You know, kill the patrols, whatever you want to do. Like I said, it's up to you. I'm just going to ignore them for now, to speed things up a bit. So not this first rune, but the runes. But the second runes you see the overpass on. What you're going to want to do while you head this way is take a right. There'll be a grace on the right that you can get that I almost went by. here on the map. So go ahead. Continue northeast, east. What we're gonna do is there's a man up there.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Haight. Servant. Ah, well, that's no. Despite a might of young tarnish, I want you to tonight. What are you, my fool? Oh,
Yes, I'll go get your fort, but after I show everybody else what needs to be done. So, let's go ahead. Head over to the Church of America, of course. You could fight the troll if you want, or not. Again, that's up to you guys. But out of sake of time, I'm trying to make these videos or streams, you know, not too long. I'm gonna get the necessities. At every church, or at least most of them, you will find yourself with a sacred tear that'll be in front of the Statue of America. Sacred tears will let you reinforce your flask. So sacred tears will let you reinforce your flask to give you more heal or more FP. While using golden seeds will increase the amount of times you can use your flask. So our next step, since we got the runes here, is we need to head right here. Now, when you guys head in here, if you're starting off and are unaware of what's in this area, there are some big boys that, you know, might prove a challenge. And remember whenever I did the Murkwater cave, and I said if you go back in and you open the chest that's in there, the new one, well, it'll teleport you to some dookie. One of these enemies. It'll teleport you into this forest. So if you wanted to get here quick, you could do that. But for the sake of... See, rune bear. No, that's a regular bear. What you're going to be dealing with are some dangerous bears, my guys. They're called rune bears. But what we want to do is head to here. Just be careful, because those bears, the big bear that you literally just see, there are a bunch of them. Now you guys hear that howling, right? Well, this is what we have to do next to get the guy that's going to help us in the fight with the forlorn hound. So what we're going to do is look up there. So initially, whenever you hear howling in this area, what you're going to want to do is head back to the merchant here in the initial church that you activated, and there'll be an option or a quote or a dialogue choice. It's like howling in the forest, blah blah blah. He'll tell you this, blah blah blah, and then he'll give you the snap emote. So then you want to take the snap emote, wherever it is. Finger snap, there it is, and then use it here. And go talk to him.
Who goes there? Carly sent you, did he? Maybe to hear the name's Blythe. He fled somewhere near. Come tell me if you find I can offer you. And in need of.
So with Blythe on your side, what you're going to end up doing is heading over to the forlorn hound, evergaol. But what I want to do for you guys real quick, I want to head down here, show you guys this. This way you can get whatever's in here. You'll have to deal with you don't have to deal with the rune berry. You can run in, grab it. That's up to you. Go get yourself the axe talisman. The axe talisman will enhance your charge attacks. So if you're one person to break a lot of stance and stuff like that, I got stuck in an emote. If you're a person that likes to break stance constantly, that'll be the thing for you. what we want to do, head back to the Waypoint Rune Cellar where Selin is. Make your way out. When you make your way back out onto the road, you're going to want to head south, and you're going to be heading up to this hill here. Now, I myself, I don't know if I actually have to go back and report to him, but I don't think I do. I think I just have to be in the area where he's looking for him. The forlorn hound's name is Darrow, the real, so that's who he's looking for. So let's go ahead and make our way to the evergaol. Go ahead and grab the grace right here. The grace is right here at the bottom of the hill. Mount Thorn again. And head up the hill. When you start seeing these weird magical rock snake things, you're in the right place. So I don't see his sign outside, but maybe it's when I go in that I can get his sign. Yes, okay, so when you talk to Blythe, he'll offer his assistance against the forlorn hound. If you don't talk to him or interact with him or do that beforehand, you're not going to be able to summon him as help here. But what we're gonna do, I'll explain how to deal with him if you're just beginning.
Darrow, rotting in a cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you.
So, if you don't have Blythe helping you, I've noticed that the best thing to probably do is honestly just stay on your toes. Not. Blythe will help you greatly. Like, I promise you, Blythe will help you greatly. As you can see, absolutely wrecked him, but it won't go that way. Normally, you can parry him, by the way. You can parry his attacks. I would either advise parrying or keeping your distance and throwing your little nerd spells or whatever. But honestly, parry works absolutely good, so I would work with the parry, you know. He builds up bleed, and he hits hard if you're new. So just take it easy and take it calm, and he won't be that bad. So let's go talk to Blythe real quick.
Right. I'll have to work for it, don't say I'm not.
He'll give you a somber smithing stone too, which is actually okay at this point. So our next one, the next evergaol we're going to deal with is the stormhill evergaol. Now, guys, I know I said parry simply, and that's like, oh, you know, you could almost do that to any boss, but for this guy, I would take parrying very seriously because I really don't know another way to beat him. I'm probably going to be doing this the very, very hard way, or maybe it'll be easy, I don't know, but you can't bleed, or no, yeah, you can. I think you can bleed the enemies in the evergaol, but it all depends on what it is. So, you know, you could start up there by the shack where we got the jellyfish from, or you could start down here and make your way up. It's up to you. This way we're going up the road we went originally. When you get the chance, go ahead and hop over to the left side of the field and head towards the very cliff. You just follow the cliff. You can follow this edge right here and it'll take you right where you need to go. Oh Lord, you scared me. lot of people have died here, but we're not going to let that be the case for us. So let's go deal with it. You probably won't be ready for this enemy initially, but I was a hard head and I just kept trying and trying and trying, especially when I got like a shield and I just barricade blocked him the entire time and hit him with the guard counters. Nope, wrong one. So I'm gonna not let this guy do anything to me. Remember parrying guard counters if you can take a hit from this guy. He does take frost damage apparently. At about half health, he's going to start rushing at you like an angel. He'll do tail whips too. When you try to heal, he will go to attack you. Doesn't. It's really not this easy initially, and I'm just saying, out of honesty, and, you know, the fact that the game is not going to be easy. The lower his health, I'd say around like 25-30%, he'll start doing double tail whips. Don't get all upset because I'm like demolishing him. What I have, I'm on my third playthrough. I'm just showing people where they have to go. He gave you his little tail whip when you beat the Crucible Knight at the Stormhill Evergaol. He'll give you his little tail whip, which requires a certain amount of faith. Oh, so what Forlorn Hound Daryl, whatever gave you is a pretty good sword. It's a curved great sword, and it inflicts bleed. It's got like a bloodhound step, but it's more like an evasive bloodhound step that you can't just really use anytime you want. I'll give you a little showcase of it. So this is what this is. So pretty good weapon overall, you know, not too bad. I don't really use it. I would like to use some more curved great swords, but it's just not really my thing at the moment. So before we head over to Fort haight, whatever, I want to show you another talisman you can get right off the Stormhill Evergaol. So you're going to want to head west if you're looking north at the Stormhill Evergaol. So from here, if you're looking at it this way, you know, you're going to come at it this way. You're going to want to head west into the little palisades or whatever. Take care of the enemies, open the chest, get yourself an Arrow's Reach talisman. So what the Arrow's Reach talisman will let you do, it'll let you aim further if you use a bow or something like that. I don't know if it works for spells or not, it might. Alright, so now you remember the guy we talked to who said, "Ah, could you go get my fort, blah blah blah." Well, we're gonna go get his fort for him. So what you're gonna do after you know, finished on what you're doing and you want to go get his fort for him, teleport wherever you want to go, fast travel. What we're gonna do is make our way south to Fort Haight. I have to go through Rune Bear country again, but just hope you can run faster than them. If you're not ready to fight the Rune Bears, you can just speed through on your horse. You can take your chances if you want. That's up to you. Already losing my bearings. I will explain this show for aqueducts to you guys a little bit later. I'll explain how to go into Nokron, and eventually later explaining how to progress further into the tiers of Nokron. For the most part, like I said, it's up to you. Can explore the woods if you want. You might actually end up in Nokron if you explore the woods. At least the first base level of Nokron. If you don't know what that is, you'll find out later. So, just follow your road. Now, slightly ahead you can see it, but there is a grace you can grab. So go ahead, as usual. Grab your grace, sit down, rest, whatever you need to do. Now what we're gonna do is head right up this hill and basically destroy everybody there, because that's not their fort. You don't have to really deal with the people outside. I think it's just a specific enemy that's there. Almost got ballisted in the face, huh? We're gonna make this nice and short. Deal with the pumpkin head now. I would try to take out these other knights so he's not or like that, you know, that's why I said take out the knights. Do what you gotta do. Take what you want. There's a sacred, or a golden seed over there. I'm not gonna grab it, but you can see it sitting over there. Go ahead, pop one of these. Make our way in, so now be careful because they'll be throwing fire bombs at you from a distance. Go ahead and loot what you want, deal with the enemies, etc., etc. Head up. Deal with the dicks that are throwing fire bombs. Literal fire barrels. Bro, it's ridiculous that these rats stagger you in one hit. I swear they made little enemies to just stagger you. But anyway, when you loot around, go where you gotta go. Run, run. Quickly, quickly. Make your way up. Go ahead, beat him. I think the pumpkin head and this guy are the guy you have to beat. He'll give you the bloody slash, which is an extremely potent early game Ash of War. It doesn't work on colossal weapons and stuff like that, but it'll work on your longsword, or I think it'll work on your longsword, maybe not. But it'll work on the most smaller weapons for your Uchigatana. It's perfect for your Uchigatana if you just got that. You can grab that, put it on there, and absolutely demolish almost anything. It does take a little bit of your health when you use it, but it's definitely worth it early game, even later game, whenever you can stack. That's damage basically triples. Climb up here. Open this chest. Grab the Dectus medallion left. So That medallion we just picked up will be useful later on. So what we're gonna do now, since we know, we've cleared this out, etc., etc., we're gonna head back here, and we're gonna go talk to the guy that was kind of rude to us. So hop on. Head back up to him and talk to him.
Did you manage? Oh, well done. I knew it now. Go ahead.
Yes, the dagger.
Right then, I've much to... What's that look? Well, under the... Even the vulgar, which is why can it just you what? Ah, yeah. Would you like? I see bright things. Enter, and who knows? What say you?
I am gonna enter his service just this time.
Very well. I knew. We shall hold the ceremony for your night. I see great things ahead.
So what we're gonna do to complete this part of the quest line, we're gonna head back to Fort Haight. Head back up. Quickly, quickly. So he's gonna have these guys. These guys are gonna have taken over for some reason. Because my man's is here. Deal with them if you don't. They will probably just chase you down. Head back up the fort. And Haight will be at the very top.
I suppose you must have seen it by now. Oh, indeed, it is a foul one must be found. For the true and stalwart lord of the I'm sorry, but I haven't the authority to the great Kenneth Haight. But now, for a true and stalwart lord of...
Hey!
Yes,
I must begin for a true...
Well, alright guys, so that was the Forlorn Hound, how to get Blythe to help you during the Forlorn Hound, the Crucible Knight, and Fort Haight to get him his fort back, and the deck to slip medallion that you're going to need later in the game. I'll make a new one coming out here soon. I'll give you some more rundowns and some more guides. Until then, thank you, and I'll see you soon.